today. From Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Bradley Pinion. It's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Fielded in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the Buccaneers, 34 yards.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 13. It's a first down. In last week's game for Kittle, there are the numbers. 6 catches, 65 yards.
And you can tell early, they're going to look his way quite a bit. And he made himself available on that one.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And 1. At the Bucs 12-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
And goal at the 12-yard line.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And incomplete. He was looking for Raheem Mostert there. But now it's 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd down and goal.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
14-yard line.
The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 7 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's caught. Jones. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
What you talking about, ref?
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play for the Bucs there on 3rd down. 41 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
Check, 59. Check 4. Hey,
delay of game, offense.
no!
So that'll back him up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
I'm coming after you. Safety's creeping. 91 is the mark.
After the penalty, it's Jones. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Shit. Deuce.
Back to throw here. Buying time to his left. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Here's second and
31-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Tyreek Hill, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt, Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
A big play there for the Niners. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. It is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Niners are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. To throw is Garoppolo. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But it'll be second and goal.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Well, a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Touchdown.
George Kittle, his first touchdown on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
Here's the Tampa Bay offense and Ronald Jones leading them out. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And going deep for, and that's caught inside the 30. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Check, 59. Let's go, defense. Let's go. 53. Check, 59. Hey, QB's traps. Let's go. Mike's 59.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. His throw caught at about the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Mike 5'9.
They'll look to throw again. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Chris Godwin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Garoppolo on first down. And Kittle catching the slant. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And inches at the 34-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
A 35-yard attempt.
And Catanzero's kick is right through. And with that, they'll take a 1-point lead here in the second. So a little late drama in the first half as that kick will give them the lead into intermission.
Isn't this fun the way that this is unfolding? You're exactly right. The late drama, 3 points go up on the board, and we go into the half with a new leader.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
91 is the money. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll throw now on the final play. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So a very tight first half. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Niners 17. Buccaneers 16.
A 1-point game through 2 quarters as we get rolling here in this second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. Now, we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So, sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got him across the 50 to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up. And they are.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
To throw, it's Garoppolo.
That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
At the 24-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. They run with Jones on 1st down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tyreek Hill, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
17.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively.
And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd and 6. At the 29-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And some room to roam now. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
To put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it is incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
He was taken down.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And a quick throw here that's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for two here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Here we go now as they will again try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Garoppolo and the Niners now. Down by 2 touchdowns. A little over 80 ticks to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. Now Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
49ers.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
That catch good for only a couple. He's going to let it fly. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Looking for Hill again. This time it's complete.
And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. On play action, they'll throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 23 here on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
That makes the score Buccaneers.
So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Buccaneers, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start, and they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be right back.